Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today, I'm excited to share with you guys another amazing Invicta watch. And this one here is, again, another one of my favorite Invicta watches. Hands down, really, it is hands down my favorite model that Invicta makes. And it is another Grand Octane or Grand Arsenal, depending on where you buy it. This one here is one that I've never had in my possession before. This is obviously done in a full silver mirror polished finish, which is just off the top, in your face, flashy, and this thing just gleams on your wrist. This one here is really cool. I've never actually seen one of these with a meteorite face, and hopefully you can see that by the video. If you haven't checked out the meteorite finishes, you tend to pay a little more for them, but it's from an actual meteor, like it was from space. Pretty cool. You're having something that was very dated, something that was been around thousands, if not millions of years. I'm not a scientist or astronomer, so I don't really know much about meteorite, but I know it's a really cool finish. It almost looks like kind of like ice would look like. It just has this cool kind of shimmering effect to it with no real, I guess, pattern to it. It's just kind of crisscrossed all over the place, and it almost looks like a splintered ice, or almost like it just has a splintered look. And I know you probably can't see that by the video, but I encourage you to check out the pictures that I have in the listing, which is a link in the description, where you can check out some awesome close-up shots of this watch. Again, mirror polished everywhere on this entire thing. This thing's just in your face, loud. I love it. Now this one here, you pay quite a bit more for the meteorite. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the specifics on this watch. You have your classic Flame Fusion Invicta crystal. It is part of the Reserve line timepieces. Again, depending on where you buy it, it's either the Grand Octane or Grand Arsenal. It's powered by a Swiss-made Ronda movement, so it is a Swiss-made timepiece. It's an 8040N, which is one of my favorite movements, which has the retrograde day of the week. So once this thing hits Sunday, this needle will actually snap back, or this hand will snap back to Monday. I'm sorry, Saturday at, is that right? No, actually Saturday at midnight, it'll snap to Sunday morning all the way over here in red, and hopefully you can see that. Yeah, your big day of the month right there in the bottom. It is my favorite Ronda movement, with the exception of the Master Calendar, which I don't think they've used that one in the Grand Arsenal yet. I hope they do at some point. Standard case back, nothing exhibition on this one here. Sometimes you'll have Invicta will put an exhibition case back on it. There's watches that have this same movement that actually have an exhibition case back. I think I have several of them. Just kind of depends on what they probably have laying around or in stock, or what they just decide to put on the watch. It does have 13 jewels, so even though it is a quartz movement, you do have 13 jewels in the movement to help protect the moving parts. So this watch is going to last you a really long time. Standard Invicta logo on the crown, and this one here actually has screw down crown and function pusher. So some of the newer Octanes or Arsenals coming out don't have that. This one does have screw down crown, unidirectional rotating bezel for you guys who need to hear the clicks, because some of you think that that's a sign of quality. I'll go ahead and give it to you. Again, mirror polished band. This watch is just a looker, and I gotta tell you, I don't know if I have any silver mirror polished watches in my collection anymore. I think the one I had years ago was a Breitling, and it ended up getting rid of that. And you know, I think I just need to get another mirror polished watch in my collection. I think the closest thing I have that is this mirror-like is my Aragon Silverjet, which is kind of done in a two-tone, but most of the watch is polished. And there's just something to be said about just a shiny, it's just a clean look. And that meteorite just really sets the watch off. I absolutely love this piece. As soon as I took it out of the box, I was blown away once again, as I am with most of these Invictas. So band length, 225 millimeters. If you guys are been watching me for a while, you know most of the all the Grand Octanes or Arsenals have the same measurements. 63 millimeters all the way to the crown and function pushers, 58 millimeters at the bezel, and of course 19 millimeters in case thickness. And you have 225 millimeters in band length and 31 in band width. Some of you guys have actually come to me and said, I just want to mention this. Some of you guys have come to me and said, hey, you know, if you get a poly version, I'm not sure if they make this one a poly version, but some of you have had an issue with the band breaking, or maybe you just want to change the band out with a different look. It's very difficult to find bands this wide that'll fit the Invictas, and that's why I always get the bracelet versions, just because I like them. I like the look of steel, I like the feel of steel, and nothing wrong with the poly ones, but for me, I just know that eventually, you know, steel is never going to break down. I mean, unless you're pretty hard on it. Leather, starts to get brittle and crack. I mean, you can still maintain it. You can still, you know, use a leather conditioner with poly. I'm not sure what you put on that. I think you'd want to keep it moisturized. I don't know, maybe lotion's a good thing to put on poly, or rubber straps, but I just have heard people have had issues with poly in the past. I always recommend a bracelet version. But let's say you want to accessorize and change it up a little bit. There is a guy who I've reviewed before. I'll try to find the link and put it in the description, or just check my other videos on replacement bands, and you'll find guys who make bands this wide. I also have another guy I'll be reviewing in a couple days. He'll make them all the way up to, I think it was 33. He's out of Vietnam. It's going to be like your gator straps, your ostrich leg, ostrich skins, more the exotic look, but nice to know the guy does make them, and they're reasonably priced, 45 to 100 bucks. But I'm always going to be a bracelet guy. So, all right, so what else about it? Again, Swiss made, meteorite dial. The dial color they say is rhodium on this, and it is 316 stainless steel, and there is trinite on your hands and indices. And what else? Yeah, on all the hands, indices, and there's a few numbers on this as well. They put an 8 and a 4. So beautiful watch, guys. I love this. I wish I had every single... be honest with you, if I could only have one Invicta watch in my entire collection, one model, I mean, let's say I had to choose, it would be this one here. Every time I wear a Grand Arsenal, it's a great watch. I love it. I knew when I first started collecting that I got a Venom, and then I got another, and you don't see a lot of them. I rarely see anybody in person, and I deal with a lot of people every day. I rarely have seen anybody with the Grand Arsenal. And one day I remember I was watching this guy, and all of a sudden I see him walking up to me, and bam, he had the gunmetal and the silver one on. And after seeing that, I had to get it, and that started the ball rolling for, I mean, I have a lot. I mean, I know they make different models, different movements, but I have most of the colors that they make. Black, iridium, or the iridescent gold, the two-tone gold. That one is my favorite, I think. The abalone. I'm just gonna shut up. I don't have this one. Now this one is a little bit higher price because it is meteorite. You do pay for that. You'll get an $8.99 free shipping through Bulldog Enterprise. But guys, it is just a looker. It's like what I would consider the in-between watch between going into like full diamond, which is gonna run you $1,500 and over, or something like this, which gives you a very unique, exotic look on that face with that meteorite. It's really something, you know, I mean, it's pretty cool to have something from space on your wrist, you know. Maybe Omega is the man on the moon watch, but you could have, you know, something from space on your wrist. And, you know, I love it. I absolutely love this timepiece. And Invicta uses meteorite. Other companies use meteorite and other brands. But I just tell you, eventually I will get something meteorite in my collection. It's just a little steep for me right now, just because, you know, there's other ones I want to get, and I have this watch in full silver ready, just not mirror polished. But it's a beautiful timepiece, and I don't know if the meteorite is all the same color. I don't know if whenever you get meteorite, this is what it looks like, but I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, anytime I've seen meteorite, it has this silvery kind of splinter look. It's just absolutely stunning, and it's something that you really have to see in person to really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and throw it in the wrist. And this one is unsized, and I'm not going to size it because this is on loan from Bulldog Enterprise, a gentleman that I'm working with, review a lot of different watches. I'm getting a lot of stuff. Again, if you didn't see my unboxing, check it out. 24 Invictas. I'm going to be reviewing one per day all the way up till Christmas. So here's what it looks like on a 7-inch wrist. I weigh about 170 pounds. I'm about 5'7.5", and I mean, it's a massive timepiece. It's comfortable to wear. Like I said, otherwise I wouldn't have 9 of these. And you really can't go wrong with anything mirror polished. It's just, I love it. I really do. And you know, like I said, guys, you know, I've seen this watch before, and I just never I just kind of, you know, clicked past it. I was like, yeah, you know, all right, meteorite, cool. But again, you really have to get it in person to really appreciate it. And I'm telling you, if any of you guys pick this up, you're absolutely gonna love it. I mean, it's just really over the top, and words can't express how beautiful this watch is in person. And I'm sorry it's not sized, but I don't want to size it and risk scratching it. This one is going back. Like I said, it is on loan, and it is available for purchase. Again, links will be in the description, and if you want to go ahead and make that purchase, do it through my links. You guys will not be disappointed on this one. All right, folks, thank you very much for watching the video. As always, a pleasure sharing this stuff with you guys. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so. But if you do, click the bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. That's the only way you're going to be notified that, hey, Fat Cat Collections just shared something. So go ahead and do that. If you do make a purchase, please do it through my affiliate links in the description. As long as it's for the best deal and you feel good making that purchase. I completely recommend Bulldog Enterprise. I purchased from him in the past. Quick turnaround time, quick shipping, great customer service, and again, fantastic Invictas and competitively priced. He's one of the cheapest ones on eBay. So definitely check him out. Links for the watch, links for his store, and let me know what you guys think about this watch. Find me on Facebook, and as always, guys, have a great day, folks. Take care.